Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Titan del 86. Here you will find everything from your favorite characters, from anime, series, or movies, such as figures, statues, trading cards, and other limited special edition items. I will show you everything that is included. For example, we will discuss the design of the box, how it's packaged, the design of the figure, the articulation points, the accessories that are included, and we will see our favorite characters in special scenes. And you never know, you might see other characters make special guest appearances, so you can decide whether it's worth getting or not. Subscribe and join me on new weekly adventures. Now let's start the show. Let's go. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Titan del 86 and today I have a very special video. This is my trip to the San Diego Comic-Con. Here were the event exclusives from Tamashii Nations, which we'll get into that later. And here you can see the Dragon Ball Daima figures and their s.h.figuarts. Then you have some familiar faces of these different Gokus with the Vegeta. The special thing about this one is that it features the accessory kit for Goku, which is showing the Kameo wave along with the battle aura, but this time it's up in the air. I know once I get it, you're gonna start seeing those effect parts in some of these upcoming future videos. Then this one just came out for pre-order, which is the healing pot for the Saiyans, and here you have Goku. It comes with the light up effect. Then this is one new series that I'm not familiar with, and here's some of the figures that go with it along with the figure mini arts. Then we get it into Demon Slayer. Here's the replicas of each of the Nichiren swords. If you like what you see, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Then here's a close-up of the s.h.figuarts that are coming out. I already put the pre-order on some of those. I wasn't too sure about Tomioka, but here it is. Then you have some more figuarts minis. Some s.h.figuarts from Bleach. If you like what you see, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. And my favorite, Yu Hakusho. Here's your Meshi, so I can't wait until I get that figure in my hands, and then I'll share it with you as far as the unboxing goes. But he looks amazing. I hope they do more. Then on this one, they had a particular flyer. This is supposed to be a new series that is coming to s.h.figuarts called the Kaiju No. 8. And in this pamphlet, it was pretty cool how it had the cutout of the character, and then here is showing you all the figures that come with it. But in the actual event, they had a really huge version of it, which you're seeing now. Then here's a quick pass of the figures. Then they had a big setup for One Piece. As you see, there was many different Luffy figures, all showing different expressions, different poses and all that. So I would say between Dragon Ball Z and One Piece, that was pretty much the Tamashii Nations setup. And here's another display of a diorama, again with some more Luffy figures. Again, different poses. Then you have this one. That one looked really nice actually. And you have some more s.h.figuarts. Here are the Yugioh ones. Hopefully I'll be able to get my hands on them. They have a different name. I think it's s.h.figure monsters or something. But they look really amazing. Here are the Naruto figures. I'm really tempted not to get into this one because I will never come out of that rabbit hole. I know I dedicated Naruto figures mostly to bracket toys, but as s.h.figuarts, they look really amazing, especially when you look at them in person. I'm really liking that paint figure, and maybe I'll buckle down. Maybe I'll give in and start collecting these Naruto figures because they look amazing. Don't forget to follow me on IG at Titan del 86. There were a lot of stormtroopers here, and you can see all the different variants of it from the Star Wars on different flavors, and they look really nice if you're into it. Follow me on IG at Titan del 86. And then you have the Gundam from the Gundam universe. You have the figures, the Robotech. They look amazing. And I really would have loved to have gotten these 4 figures in my collection. I think some of them are still available. Maybe in the future you'll see them. I'm not sure, but they do look fantastic as well. Some more meta belt. They look really amazing, these figures, when you really get into the details. Here's a close-up of the special figures for this that were released for the San Diego Comic-Con event. So you have Goku, Trunks, and Jiren. And obviously in the next couple weeks, since I went and bought them, you will start seeing those on this channel. There's Kakashi Hatake. I really thought about that one, but at the end I chose not to get it. Then you have Godzilla. Here are the Dragon Ball stands, which I think they came out before, so this was my chance of getting them. Then you have a very special figure of Goku here. Hopefully when that becomes available, it'll end up in my collection. Then you have Kid Goku again, which I technically have them, I just haven't gotten to them yet. But they look amazing. And here's our Deadpool and Wolverine s.h.figuarts of Deadpool. He looks really fantastic as well. I didn't see the Wolverine one, but that one also looked really amazing in the pictures. Some more from Spider-Man. You have Miles Morales and Gwen. These figures, they remind me of the ones that I did last year. I didn't see too much difference on them, but the coloring, they look a lot different. Then here's some new additions, which I'm still on the fence on getting, but looking at them, they look really amazing. So I might end up getting those at some point. Here was a booklet of Tamashii Nations, basically giving you a brief introduction of what the company is. So you can see there's some Sailor Moon, some Saint Seiya, which it was surprising that I didn't really see that in the stands. They didn't really have anything there. Here you have the Shogo Kings. It's the Rubik's Cube. I was surprised. I was expecting to at least see some Saint Seiya figures there, but I didn't see any, which I would have loved to have seen some. Here's the Athena with the EX medal. And you have the Seiya 20th anniversary with the new painting. Here's some figures from Kotobukiya, which this Venom looked really amazing, and obviously it's really expensive too. Here's Invisible Woman. These figures, they look really amazing in person. The details are superb, especially the shading that they did and everything. They look really amazing. Here's another close-up. If you like what you see, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Here's some more figures. You have the Samurai. I'm not sure what series that is. Then you get into a couple more figures, especially some Star Wars stuff. There's Darth Vader, Darth Maul. Here's a presentation of the Bishoyu figures. Here you can see some cutouts of Lilith from Darkstalkers celebrating the 15th anniversary. A Bishoyu version of Transformers. I forgot who that was, the one in the red. The cutouts look really cool. And then here are the figures. I'm really liking that Rogue figure. She looks really amazing. Hopefully I'll get her in the future. Here's Kate Bishop. Spider-Man. If you like what you see, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Honestly, the details on these figures are really amazing. Here's the female version of Loki. Here's Jane Foster as Thor. I wasn't really a fan of that one. Here's Loki, Iron Man. They don't look as good as their female counterparts, but whatever. And then here is Carnage. This figure looks really amazing in person. It reflected the light very well. Here's some G.I. Joe figures in their Bishoyu form. Again, amazing details. The shading, the coloring just reflects the light perfect. It's like you're looking at almost at a glass sculpture. Here's the Transformer versions. Especially you can see Optimus Prime, Megatron, Bumblebee. They look amazing too. And then they also did a collab with My Little Pony. So you can see some of the figures there. Here's the Darkstalker figures. There's a familiar one. You have Felicia, Lilith, and Morrigan. If you like my review of that one, or you haven't seen it, I suggest you hop on there and go watch it. I'm really liking that female version of it. I think for that one, they made a black and white version, which is the one you see, but they also did a color version, which they really looked amazing. But overall, these figures, they have really good details on them. And I just like, it's like they use candy paint or something. It's just the way it's really glossy. It reflects the light a lot. It just captures your eyesight when you look at these. Here are the Mega Man versions. Here you have some upcoming ones that haven't been fully painted yet, so the color's still pending. Overall, I really like Mega Man, so eventually here you're gonna start seeing those figures creep up on this channel as well. Here's different versions of Mega Man. Here's some more figures. Don't forget to follow me on IG at Titandel86. Overall, let me know what are your thoughts on these figures that you've seen so far from this particular trip that I took to San Diego, because I always really wanted to go to Comic-Con, so this time I really went up and got the tickets, and here we are. Here's Batman. It looks really amazing. And that's the original Batman actually. This one looks really nice with the Joker, kind of like in the Green Lantern. You have Batman finally decapitated his enemy. In celebration of the 30th anniversary, you have Street Sharks, which was a series that I was a really big fan of it growing up, and I still remember the figures when they first came out. So this is kind of like a flashback. So here you can see all the figures that came out, so they're revamped. So here they are. I don't know, maybe in the future I might actually end up getting a few of these. If you like what you see, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. So hopefully the series makes a comeback again. That'd be pretty cool to watch again. Don't forget to follow me on IG at Titandel86. Then you have some Voltron figures. So here's the giant Voltron. He looks amazing, all those details. Obviously he's not for sale. It'd be nice though. Here's a smaller version of that Voltron. Here you can see the 360 in celebration of their 40th anniversary. Here's a mini version of it. Obviously it looks like Voltron's making a comeback again. I know it was a very popular show and it influenced a lot of the shows that we watched today. Don't forget to follow me on IG at Titandel86. A ghost from Ghostbusters. Here's the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. I always wonder if it was able to move or if it was just a big life-size statue of it. But it would have been nice if the jaw would have been mechanical and able to move up and down. Follow me on IG at Titandel86. Then here's a giant Charizard. Obviously this one was not for sale either, but it would be really cool to have that in the collection. Just picture giant Charizard in your living room. He looks amazing. Funny thing is, you would think they would have had something in the Pokemon Center booth, but obviously this was not it. This was somewhere else. Obviously this was a different booth. And here you can see different collections of different Pokemon like Vulpix, Magnemite, Kabuto, Routes, Ditto, Geodude, and so many figures of these that I wasn't even aware that were out there, but they look amazing. And then here's a particular set here, and this is one that they were basically trying to show off, which is the original 6 Kantos. And here's a close-up of the Captain America outfit, both the original and the new one. Here in celebration of the Falcon when he took over the mantle from Captain America and became himself Captain America. Don't forget to follow me on IG at Titandel86. That is very cool to see the shield as well. And here's an outfit of Wolverine. This one's already dirty, so this is probably battle driven already. Then you have Deadpool. And again, these costumes are amazing. And the biggest highlight here in this show was the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. That was the big promotion that almost every retailer had. You couldn't go far without seeing a Wolverine or a Deadpool figure. And on this particular one, even though it's got Scarlet Witch in the background, but there's a Deadpool. And in this particular Deadpool, the suit is not red. It looks like it was like a hot pink. And obviously here's a close-up of the comic. So it's got Scarlet Witch and what looks like a baby shark. I'm not too familiar with it, but within the comic book you have advertisements for other comic books such as this one, Predator versus Black Panther, which I think that would be a cool cross collab. But obviously within the magazine it had some kind of storyline in there, so here's some snips of that. Just for your knowledge, I haven't read it all, but it's like a mini story. If you like what you see, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. And again, here's another highlight of Wolverine carrying Deadpool. And then we get into some Demon Slayer. So far, here's all the seasons that came out so far, and obviously we're now waiting for the last season, Infinity Castle, which I hear is supposed to be the best one. So we'll see. But here's all the posters. And then here I grabbed this booklet too. This kind of shows what the figure lines are for Demon Slayer, especially from Tamashii Nations or Bandai. So here's an overall layout of that booklet. With it, it shows you all the different figures from the different Bandai brands. So you have Presto, which they make some really nice figures. You remember the one I did for lower rank 3, I think. Here's some more figures, some more Paprika Naturing Swords. This Ultimate Legends, I really didn't see those figures. I wonder if they're any good. They look amazing though. The details are pretty good so far based on these pictures. Then you have these mini ones. If you like what you see, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Then you get a close-up shot of the s.h.figuarts versions of Demon Slayer, which is the new figure line that's coming up from s.h.figuarts. So I can't wait until I get the Tanjiro one or the Mexico, and that'll determine if I get Tomioka. Just do a big comparison against boss mod, since if you've seen this channel, I've been doing mostly boss mod when it comes to Demon Slayer. Now here's some of the actual figures there from the model kits. You can see they have some really good details in different forms. Whatever your taste is, they have a figure for it. And again, here's a close-up of the s.h.figuarts variants, and they look really amazing, honestly. Here's some cutouts of all the Hashiras along with our superstars. You see Tanjiro there, Inosuke, Nezuko, Shinichi, and then some more of the Hashiras. You got Kenya. If you like what you see, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Some really cool cutouts here. And just the display overall was nice on this Demon Slayer booth. Here at the top you can see some previews of a video game. And here are the upper ranked demons, or the ones that are left, I guess. It's basically giving you the preview of what's to come in the Infinity Castle arc. And I think that's supposed to be a movie, and if they do a special showing, I'll probably try my best to go to it just to see it live. That'd be very cool. I know they did the last 2 of them. I think they did one in New York and in California. I just didn't go to it, but I think for this one I'm gonna try, and obviously I'll share that with you in this channel. Going back to the Pokemon booth, big letdown. I didn't really have anything that I wanted to see. The venue was also set up to resell stuff, so you didn't just have venues in there, you also had people that were selling their collections as well. So I guess this Comic-Con is another good opportunity if you're looking for some hard to find comics, just to beef up your comic book collection, especially the rare ones. Now here are some PCS collectibles. Wasn't what I was expecting. The booth wasn't that huge and they had very few statues, but honestly they weren't really appealing to me. I did really like this Venom one. It has nice details, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. I know I like PCS collectible statues, but here for the booth I don't think they brought their A game. Again, here's some details of this particular statue. So this is Chun-Li and Kami in their workout outfits, and honestly I like the details. I like everything that they did as far as the theme goes, but honestly, when you have Chun-Li, then you have Kami basically doing the same pose of them working out, honestly, it just seems lazy. I wish they would have had them doing like different exercise if that's what you're going for, but they do look nice. Here's Gladiator. That was a really cool movie if you haven't watched it, with Russell Crowe. And to me, this was my favorite one out of this whole venue, which was the character from Scream. He had really good details on it. The figure was really large as well, and you get a good array of mask expressions. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Then you have the pumpkin head. And then here are some of the figures. The figures, they look really good. They're small, but they have really strong details. Follow me on IG at Titandal86. Here's Sagat. You can see Vega, all the Street Fighter characters there. They look really cool. Then you jump over into the X-Men line, which to me, the X-Men line looked a lot better than the Street Fighter line. Here you have the 2 Wolverine variants, the 2 Sabretooth, 2 Venoms. I'm really liking that sky blue Venom. He looks pretty amazing there. But what took the cake was this Juggernaut. I think that was my favorite figure out of this whole booth, was that Juggernaut. Here's a close-up so you can see it. It's got some really good details on it. Looks like a really heavy statue as well. But here's another angle just so you can see the cool figures here. There's Gambit and you have Spider-Man. And then towards the end you had Darth Maul here in a fighting stance. So I was hoping they would have had more statues and a bigger menu, but that's okay. Now for the Iron Studios, they did it a lot better than PCS. And here again you have Deadpool and Wolverine, again in celebration of the movie, which was the major hype that happened this weekend, or I should say this week. So most of the statues are dedicated to that kind of theme. So again, you have more different poses of the 2 characters. Here's a nice Gambit statue. One thing that happened here is on some of these, the light was either too strong or it wasn't bright enough, or you had a black background, which kind of reflected more off the glass, so you can kind of see what's behind me versus the actual figures like you're seeing here, where you actually see the people and not the main attraction, right? Which is the figures. But I tried my best. Hopefully next time with more practice I'll get better to record stuff behind the glass, just so we don't have all these reflections showing up, kind of like what you're seeing now. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Anyways, back to our story. Close-up shots of the Ninja Turtles. Here's some Disney figures, especially Beauty and the Beast. And one thing to note here is that Ariel statue. I tried to get a good look at it, but it looked really amazing. Too bad it was too far away. Again, this statue looked really nice, especially if you're into Disney. This was the zone for you. But that Ariel statue was really nice. Too bad I couldn't get a close-up of it. Here's another Venom statue. Again, he looks really amazing. And like I said, the light in the black background and how they had the light on these figures, it just made it really difficult to capture the figure without having the people's reflection off the glass. Here's Black Adam. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Chucky. Follow me on IG at Titandal86. Here's the T-Rex, as that particular scene when he went and ate that lawyer guy. Here's Blue. Vecna from Stranger Things. And then here's the Iron Giant, a typical classic. If you don't know who that is, I don't know what to tell you. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Here's Natari from Avatar. She looks amazing there. Then there's another Wolverine statue. Here's RoboCop. This one was a really large statue. He had a lot of really good details. And again, you can kind of see how everything else reflects off the glass. Here's the creature from Stranger Things. Follow me on IG at Titandal86. Now here's some Transformers from 3-0. They look really nice too. especially all these. You can see all the little details, and then they had a particular set of all the Iron Mans. I really like that black and gold one with the red on it. That Iron Man to me looks really fantastic. If I find it, I'll make sure I get it and do a review of it. I didn't think it was going to be hard to find because everywhere I checked it's sold out. But they had a bunch of boxes there, so in theory I should have bought it there. I don't know what I was thinking, but oh well. Now, switching gears, just basically from Bandai, talking about the model kits. So you can see some of the technologies they've done there. Obviously they've done model kits for Dragon Ball Z. They're the dinosaur one that looks pretty cool. I haven't done really a model kit on this particular channel, but I do have some. If you remember from the intro videos, I have a lot of the Zoid models. I also have some of the Digimon ones, which is the one that you're seeing on the screen here. That War Greymon, I actually have it. I just haven't gotten around to it. That's again another model. They also do Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z. I did a model for Dragon Ball Z a long time ago, but obviously the s.h. figure line to me is better for that. But these models, man, they have a lot of details on them too. Here's the Pokemon versions of those. I don't know why Gyarados is so small, but Magikarp is extremely huge. And you have all the Slowpokes there. Here's another one from the Yu-Gi-Oh variant, the Winged Dragon of Ra. He looks really amazing. He looks just as good as the s.h.figuarts versions did, if you recall that earlier. But man, these things are amazing. Here's the Blue Eyes White Dragon, and again you can kind of see how the display was. Overall, there was a lot of things going on here. There was a lot of advertisement for like new movies and stuff. So this one's a particular one with Kevin Hart and several other familiar actors that you see there in the background. And I guess this seems to be another comic book type of movie, which is going to come out later this year. So there you can see some of the movie posters that will probably end up showing up at your local theater. I actually went into some of the panels just to see some of the discussions. So this one was the Avatar cast. This one was the Avatar from The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. If you remember those series, I do like that show. I just haven't gotten any figures associated with them yet. But meeting some of these folks here was amazing. And also seeing what new stuff they have as far as comics books go. For example, this is something which features the Hunter and Iroh. I think her name was Jane. And then also sit through the Transformers one, which was I really like that one. I can't wait for that one to come out. And obviously here's I didn't get front row seats here. I was really far away from that whole H, but whatever. But anyways, it was nice to kind of be in the same vicinity and just seeing all the previews and stuff. And then went to the Power Ranger ones. So this is the one that had most of the Rangers there, just basically discussing what filming was like, the training that they had to do, which was something you don't always get to see or know about. Then here was a cast for a particular new series that's coming out, which it seems actually a very cool cartoon that's coming out there on Adult Swim. Then obviously you have the new, it's not really a spin-off, but it's a different take on Rick and Morty, which is called The Anime, and that was pretty cool as well. Can't wait for that when it comes out. Then again went to an actual horror panel. So one of the things here is that I wish they would have done better is if you're trying to get to a certain event, you basically had to go up there for the room and wait it out. So just to make sure that when your event came out, you already were inside the room or had a seat, because they didn't really clear out the rooms. So it's first comes first served. So what ended up happening is you had these very long lines for people that wanted to see a particular event, but because they don't clear the rooms out, you had some people that wouldn't leave, or they would just sit there to basically ride the room out, which didn't really make sense to me. So for this one, I ended up setting, just following the technique, I ended up setting on some of the other panels that I wasn't too interested, but because there were a particular one that I wanted to be in and make sure that I didn't have to wait online and to be there, so I had to play the game, right? So I ended up sitting through a couple panels, which you end up learning, and actually they weren't bad at all anyway. This one in particular was more about horror movies, which was pretty cool. I got to see some new upcoming ones. I don't know about you guys, but I'm also into horror movies, so that was a pretty cool one to watch. But if I was to run this show or do something different, I would basically clear the rooms out or just make different lines That way people who actually want to see those panels can actually start getting in line for those panels versus trying to get in one giant line and hope that you actually get to see it. So this was the panel for the G.I. Joe Transformers collaboration. So it was like a mashup that was coming up, and actually got this cool comic book, which was kind of like a teaser. Here you can see Cobra. So G.I. Joe with Transformers and stuff. It sounded another cool mashup. And here's a preview of some of the new characters that were coming up, and they were just showing what the drawings of these new characters would look like, and just giving a sneak peek of it. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Now here's a drawing of the back cover. Follow me on IG at Titandel86. Then after that, this is the main event that I wanted to see, which was the Power Rangers. They were showing some of the new comic books that were coming up from Boom Studios, which is the new studio that actually got the license for them. And here's a picture of all the Power Rangers, and obviously there's more to come there. So here you can see the Pink Ranger and the Black Ranger. It was very nice to have seen them. And then just hearing them talk about all the activities that they have going on and all the upcoming stuff Power Ranger related, which was very cool. So I can't wait to see those projects come out there. Overall, I really liked the experience that I had going to the San Diego Comic-Con. I'm not sure if I will end up going to it again next year, so you just have to stay tuned for that one. But I really liked the experience of it. There are a couple of things that I didn't like, which was the organization when you first arrived there. It was basically chaotic. If they would have made the lines a lot clearer where you had to stand and all that stuff, it would have been a lot easier. The other thing is they do make you wait outside, so obviously people like to dress up when they go to Comic-Con, but with that weather and the way that you had to stand outside in the lines, and obviously there's a lot of waiting, those folks that do that are troopers, because there's no way I could have done that and still be comfortable. I'm pretty sure half of them were sweaty, especially the ones that had like the full-on bodysuits, like the ones that were dressed like Power Rangers, Stormtroopers, and like Deadpool or X-Men characters. I'm pretty sure they had to be hot in there. Here's a big overview of the layout. When the plane took off, it kind of did a U-turn, which was pretty cool. It was also really nice to see that there was a lot of previews given, like quick trailers that were premieres of upcoming stuff. So you were basically in there just excited, waiting for the next big thing to come out before it got aired to the public. There was a lot of no recording signs and all that stuff, just to keep things hidden and secret. But obviously social media is really fast here, so within the next day everything was already published. Overall, it was a really good experience to have. The whole point of it is to buy figures or comic books, and they do have a lot of venues there that had a lot of different cool stuff. And obviously my biggest takeaway was from the Tamashii Nations, because that's basically mainly from where I buy my stuff from, as far as s.h.figuarts, especially that Dragon Ball Z line. Something I would have wished they would have had, maybe some Saint Seiya or some more variety, but for what it was fine. And obviously in the next couple of weeks you will start seeing those videos show up here as reviews and unboxings, so hold on to the edge of your seat for those that are coming up. And going to those different panels, seeing the artists or the actors and stuff, and just have stuff from a different perspective versus always watching them in the scene, and just get to know a little bit of the background of the making of, kind of sheds a new light of it. For example, in the Power Rangers, when they had to go through all that training just to be able to do the stunts and all that, that was pretty interesting, just to see some of the behind the scenes stories that they had to tell. And same thing for the filming and stuff, just watching the big famous people just give out big updates and just give the take on what they were thinking, what the thought was behind certain scenes and all that stuff. Or just have the fans coming up there asking them questions and stuff, what their experience was, and just answer those questions to give more inside knowledge of it. And again, I can't say enough for the special after shows that did all those special showings and viewings. I know Marvel dropped a lot of upcoming releases and previews and stuff, but to get into that whole H, that was really difficult because the line was extremely long just to get 1 hour's worth versus going around to other different panels. So it's kind of like you have a choice of what you want to see and what makes sense based on what you're really interested in. The other thing was the waiting. There was a lot of waiting for a lot of this stuff, so it's mostly wait, and then eventually you get to watch something cool, and then it's more waiting and more waiting. And yeah, I mean, the whole thing is basically one giant waiting to see the next best thing. So you gotta have a lot of patience, especially if it's something major where there are a lot of people making huge lines just to get in to see the same thing that you're interested in. I know they had the big announcement when they had for the Deadpool one, and that one you had to kind of like pre-sign up for it. Obviously, I wasn't aware of that, so I missed that one. But they had a bunch of different showings. They had different updates, new things that are coming out, and all that stuff. So it just made it cool overall. But we'll see if I end up going to another one. Maybe I'll go to the anime one next time. Yeah, the other thing I didn't like was the traffic to get in and out of that place was extremely congested. So at the end I just ended up doing the bus rides, which I think that made it a lot simpler. But obviously at that point you're under a particular schedule of the bus trips and all that, which wasn't too bad versus trying to drive in yourself. And I don't know why, but when I got the tickets, I didn't really see any openings for like self parking and all that to park like at the venue. But again, that area was really congested, so to me it sounds like taking the bus made a lot more sense. The other thing that I like was you get to see all the different figures that are coming out, like the exclusive releases, especially from the different brands. Like I mentioned, Iron Studios really brought it. They had a bunch of statues there that were really cool and amazing. Some other companies like Pokemon Center, I expected them to do better, but it seems like their venue was mostly dedicated for the video game. Not something that I was expecting. I thought it was going to have some of their figures, kind of like the Pokemon Center that used to be in New York that now became a Nintendo one. I felt like that one had more than what the venue had. So that one was a letdown, honestly. But then there were some really good ones out there. I really liked the Demon Slayer display. The showcasing was pretty good. Iron Studios was really good as well. But overall it was a good experience. So we'll see if I end up going to it again next year. So you just have to keep an eye out for that one. Just doing something different, since they always said that San Diego Comic-Con was always the biggest event. And honestly, from what I saw, it was really packed and popular there. So yeah, I do want to say it is one of the biggest events. So if you're into this kind of stuff, I would say at least try to go at least once, just so you can experience the event, because it's just something that you won't forget. Whether you really have a good time or not, at least you can say you went in there and you did it. That is all I have for you today. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. And I'll see you next week with a brand new video. Thank you and bye.